Imagine this. It's 2 a.m. You are sitting at your desk, staring at a project that you were sure would change everything. You worked hard, you believed in it, but now it's clear it's not working. The numbers are bad, the results are disappointing, and that small voice in your head whispers, maybe you're just not good enough. Almost everyone has lived a version of this moment. Students, entrepreneurs, job seekers, artists, even parents. At some point, we all hit that wall where the effort doesn't match the outcome. And in that moment, we feel something heavy, failure. But what if I told you that for many of the most successful people in the world, this exact moment, this painful point of disappointment, is the starting line, not the finish? Today, we explore why failure is not the enemy of success, but often the fastest path to reaching it. We grow up hearing, don't fail, try to get it right the first time. Failure means you weren't prepared. But real life is different. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of success. When something doesn't work, we gain something powerful information. We discover what doesn't work, which assumption we got wrong, and which part of our plan needs to change. That information is gold. It sharpens thinking, improves judgment, and builds real world understanding in a way success rarely does. Think about it. When something works perfectly the first time, there's nothing new to learn. But when we stumble, our brain starts asking questions. Why did this happen? What changed? How can I fix this? Those questions push us forward. There is a concept in education called productive failure. It means giving someone a problem before teaching them how to solve it. They try, they struggle, they make mistakes, and only after that do they receive instruction. And here's the surprising result: they learn deeper and better than people who were taught first and tried second. Why? Because the struggle creates curiosity. Curiosity creates attention. Attention creates learning. Now, think about how this applies in life. You try to build a business without knowing everything. You try a new strategy at work. You launch a YouTube channel. You move to a new city. You start a new relationship. You make mistakes first, and then learn what works. Suddenly, failure becomes a tool, not a punishment. This is why people who never try new things may feel safe, but they also stay the same. Productive failure gives experience, not theory. It builds real life understanding, decision making, and confidence. In entrepreneurship and tech, there is a famous idea: fail fast. It sounds negative, but actually, it's about saving time and energy. Instead of working for years on a plan that might not succeed, you test your idea quickly, see what works and what doesn't, fix, adjust, and try again. This approach exposes the weak parts early before you waste time, money, or motivation. But here is the important point: fail fast means nothing if you don't learn fast. Some people think, I failed. Okay, on to the next idea. But if you don't analyze, why did it fail? Which assumption was wrong? What should change next time? Then failing fast becomes just failing often. Success doesn't come from the number of failures, it comes from the quality of the lessons taken from each one. So the smarter idea is fail fast, learn faster, repeat smarter. Let's talk emotionally for a moment. Failure hurts. It shakes confidence. It can make us doubt ourselves. Some people experience one failure and quit. Others experience 10 failures and grow stronger after each one. What's the difference? A mindset shift. People who grow from failure don't see the event as, I failed because I'm not good enough. They see it as, I failed because my plan or method wasn't right yet. This small difference changes everything. Instead of attacking your identity, failure simply becomes feedback. Of course, this doesn't mean the emotional part disappears. Everyone feels pain, embarrassment, or disappointment, even the most successful people. But growth comes from what happens after the emotion. Do you blame the world? Do you blame yourself? Or do you step back and ask, what can I learn from this? That moment is where resilience is born. If you can continue, even while it hurts, you are already ahead of most people. Now let's explore something people almost never talk about. Not every failure leads to success. Some failures repeat because the person makes the same mistakes after each one. Here are four common traps. 1. Failing without reflection. Some people fail and move on immediately. No note taking, no analysis, no learning. This guarantees future repetition. 2. Taking failure personally. Instead of separating my plan failed, the brain says, I failed as a person. This destroys confidence and motivation. 3. Blaming the world. I didn't succeed because of my boss, the market, the economy, the teacher. Why external factors matter? Blaming everything outside leaves no room for improvement. 4. Quitting too early. Sometimes people were only 2 or 3 iterations away from success, but they stopped before the breakthrough. Think of it this way. If a baby give up after falling while trying to walk, no human on earth would ever learn to walk. Falling is part of learning, always has been. Here's a simple method you can apply after every setback. Name it. Not I failed. Instead, my marketing idea didn't reach the right audience. Ask 3 questions. What actually happened? Why did it happen? And what will I do differently next time? Make a small experiment. Don't rebuild the entire project. Change one variable and test again. Repeat. This approach creates systematic improvement over time. One small improvement, repeated many times, equal transformation. If you ask successful people how they got where they are, many won't talk about their wins first. They'll talk about the rejections, the bad decisions, the nights they wanted to quit, the moments when everything was falling apart. Because those were the chapters that taught them the most. So the next time something doesn't go the way you hoped, remember, failure isn't the end, it's the beginning of learning. And if you're willing to analyze, adjust, and try again, you're not someone who failed. You are someone who is getting closer. Every mistake is a map. Every setback is a data. Every fall is a step forward. And that is why sometimes failure is the fastest way to succeed.